the school. I'm Chris Gorski.
大家好，我是 Bernice.
And today is December 11th. We have a dialogue today, English on campus, and we're talking about study time versus playtime.
这个真的很难选择，对不对？对于很多的学生来讲，我到底是要好好的念书，还是我要去玩呢？当然，大家会想要选玩啊。问题是你学校会有作业，要考试呢，所以确实蛮难抉择的。
That's right. December 11th, this is about time for your big tests if you're a college student in America or if you are in the United States. You still have about a week or two if you're in elementary school or junior high. But this is a time when a lot of students are excited for Christmas, but they also want to have some fun, but they also have a lot of tests. It's really tough. So what can you do? If you're a student, pay attention to today because we're going to talk about how to stop wasting some time.
OK, 好的。
Study time versus playtime.
Dialogue A. It's Monday morning. Rebecca and Sam are talking about their weekend.
Hi, Rebecca. How was your weekend?
Terrible.
Really? What happened?
I had so much homework to do that I only had a bit of time to myself.
Oh, that's too bad. But I don't think we had that much homework.
Yes, we did. We had English and Chinese assignments to complete. We also had to finish a bunch of exercises in our math workbook and all those chemistry and physics worksheets.
Rebecca, that's too much to do in one weekend.
I know. It was so difficult to finish all of it in 2 days.
No, that's not what I mean. All of the homework you just mentioned was assigned throughout the week. You should have completed each one on the day it was assigned instead of doing it all on the weekend.
But I was busy on the weekdays after school.
Really? What were you doing?
Well, on Tuesday, I went to the movies with Scott. On Wednesday, I had dinner with my friends from the guitar club.
Rebecca, you should finish your homework during the week so you can hang out with your friends on the weekend.
All right, I'll try doing that this week.
Okay, friends, we're on pages 22 and 23 today. We have Sam, he's a male, he's a boy, and we have Rebecca, she's a female, she's a girl, and please write the numbers next to each line. Today we have 14 lines, and I want to teach a word right away so we can talk about it later. The word is to procrastinate or procrastinate. 那个 O 可以发短 U. Let's spell procrastinate. P-R-O-C-R-A-S-T-I-N-A-T-E. Procrastinate. Procrastinate means you want to waste time and do your work later. Oh, not now, I'll do it later. Not now, I'll do it tomorrow. Not now, I'll do it next week. You know you can do it now, but you don't want to do it now. So you procrastinate, you waste time doing things that are not important.
所以刚才呢 Chris 老师解释这个字呢，当动词的意思其实就是延迟的意思，有点推迟。你明明可以今天做完的，你一定要等到别的时间才去做，类似像 put off, P-U-T-O-F-F 的意思。
That's right. Procrastinate is a Latin word, and it actually just means tomorrow. Procrastinate, tomorrow. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. That's right. Not today, tomorrow. All right, let's look at our subtitle today. It's Monday morning. Rebecca and Sam are talking about their weekend. 他们现在讲有关。
对啊，你看现在才礼拜一的早上，有没有？这两个人就已经开始讨论说，哎，我们这个周末要来做什么事情了。
So Sam says, "Hi, Rebecca. How was your weekend?" So they're not really are talking. They're just starting to talk, right?
Yeah, right. 所以呢，我们看到这个句子，他就说：“哎 ，Rebecca， 我要跟你说个事情呢。How was your weekend？” 因为他是问他上一个礼拜你过得怎么样，所以他用的是过去式 How was。
And Rebecca says, "Terrible. It was terrible."
好，那我们用到 terrible 就是 awful,
Yeah.
A-W-F-U-L 就很烂，不怎样。
I know a person like this. Every Monday I see him, and he's just the king of Blue Monday. And I was like, "Hey man, how's your weekend?" He's just like, "Monday."
Monday 的时候可能通常都会这样子。
I know, but I'm always happy to see him, and he's
okay.
never happy to see me on Monday.
Never, my God.
All right, so Sam says, really? What happened?
对，通常人家跟你说到这一个 terrible, awful， 你一定问人家说，哈，真的啊，怎么会这样呢？ What happened？ 发生什么事儿啦？
And Rebecca's like, I had so much homework to do that I only had a bit of time to myself. Now, when we say I have only a bit of time to myself or I have time for myself, that just means you do the things you want. I also have a friend. I have a really good friend, and I see her a lot in the MRT. But the MRT is our work time or our own time.
Oh, okay.
So even though we're very good friends, Soiran, we're really good friends, we do not talk to each other in MRT. Kind of, hey, nice to see you. I'll talk to you later. Because this is her time to read her book. This is my time to, play my video game. Yes, this is your own time.
好，所以对于 Chris 来讲，在 MRT 这个搭乘的这个时间，他觉得是他自己个人的时间，
That's right.
所以他就算碰到他的朋友，他们就是用眼神交流一下，就打个招呼了啊，好，那你做你的事了啊，我做我的事了，所以他们也不会真的就开始聊天，没有。
Yeah, and it's like, hey, just like this, see each other's eyes. That's it. That's the only thing we do. If you're listening to this, you can't tell it. You just look at each other's eyes. That's it. And Sam says, oh, that's too bad. But I don't think we had that much homework.
好，所以这个句子呢，上个句子老师先翻译一下，他就说了，哎呦，因为我为什么觉得 terrible 呢？就是因为你知道吗？上个礼拜呢，我那么多功课要做 ，so that 如此多的功课要做，以至于怎么样？我自己的时间就只剩下那么一点点了，有没有 ？A bit of 就是只剩一点点的时间了啊，所以他才说啊。好糟糕 ，That's too bad， 真是可怜。But I don't think 我不认为呢，我们有这么多的功课啊 ，homework 不可数，所以用 much。
When someone's in a really bad mood, and you're trying to make them feel better, do you think this is a great sentence?
No.
No, I don't think this is like.
No,
it was
not at all.
It wasn't a lot of work.
No.
Yeah, this is a terrible sentence to say, right? Oh, okay, Sam is not sensitive. Okay. So we say much because homework is uncountable. 它是不可数. Don't forget that. Let's look at number 6. Rebecca says, yes, we did. We had English and Chinese assignments to complete. We also had to finish a bunch of exercises in our math workbook and all those chemistry and physics worksheets. Wow, this is, number 1, there is a lot of homework. And number 2, there's a lot of tough words in this sentence.
OK， 好，所以接着呢，他就说我们有啊，怎么会没有这么多的功课呢？对不对？所以他一定觉得这个 Sam 讲的简直就是废话。你觉得怎么会可能没有那么多功课？明明就很多。他说 Yes， 我们有这么多的功课。比如说，他就下面就开始 For example， 他就举例了。第一个，我们有英文，还有国文的 assignments。其实 assignments 就是 homework。好，然后我们要来 complete， 来 finish， 然后还有什么东西呢？我们还要 finish a bunch of exercises， 我们要做很多的练习题呀。然后这些练习题都是在我们的数学的这个 workbooks 里面，这个课本里面啊。还有我们还有这个 chemistry， 对不对？我们还有化学，还有物理的这一些学习单，我们都要写。谁说没有那么多功课？明明就一堆功课。
Sam was like, that's not a lot. Okay, let's review this sentence. There are some hard words. I'm going to read it slowly because I read it fast so you can feel it. He says, Rebecca says, yes, we did. We had English and Chinese assignments, that's 课书的 homework, to complete. We also had to finish a bunch of exercises. This means problems, not like 运动.
No.
In our math workbook. So workbook. That's the first syllable, 第一个音节, and all of those chemistry and physics worksheets. And 这个 worksheets, like workbook, 加上第一个音节, physics 总是后面要加 s. And my 11th grade physics teacher is maybe my second least favorite teacher. I hate physics now. So
他不喜欢他的物理老师。
还是想他。All right, Eunice, line 7, Sam says, Rebecca, that's too much to do in one weekend.
这真的太多了嘛，对不对？所以他就说，确实这样好像有点太多了，而且这个时间呢，只有一个周末，只有一个礼拜，你就要把它完成，确实对他来说实在太多东西了。
Okay, so Bernice, I want to ask you a question, and everybody, I want to ask you this question too. Don't forget to type your answer. I always like reading them, and I always do read them. So I want to ask you first, have you ever procrastinated on something important as an adult?
Well, as an adult, well, no. Because most of my job, they are very important, so I can't do that. 不可以.
But when you were younger, did you ever procrastinate?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every time.
This is something I think when you become an adult, it gets easier, right?
对对对.
Now, I was a good student, but sometimes I did procrastinate. But now, today, it's like, no, work first, then play. It's very easy for me today. But like when you were younger, it's much harder, right?
对，所以刚刚 Chris 老师说问我是大人的时候会不会拖延一些事情，我说比较不好，没有，因为工作是最重要的。可是小时候在学生的时候，几乎每一天每一次都嘛拖延。
Okay, so the question for you guys is, do you have problems with procrastinating, waiting until tomorrow, wasting time? And the second question, Bernice, do you think procrastinating is worse today because of technology?
Yeah, I admit. 我承认这件事情。对，就是因为 technology 嘛，因为我们可能有些学生呢，可能要用手机啦，或者是他要上 Facebook 啦，或者是 IG 等等等。我觉得这个问题可能变得比较严重了。
I think it's a little harder. Normally, I'm not like, well, 你要就是因为科技，因为blah, blah, blah. I'm not usually that person, but for example, if you don't want to procrastinate, you can give your mom your cell phone, right? But a lot of students have to do their work on a computer. And if you have to work on a computer, you could still go to the same apps, app that you can on your cell phone, right? So you're kind of stuck sometimes. It's very tricky, right? So students, do you think technology has made wasting time, procrastinating worse? Tell us in those comments, and I always like reading them, so please do. All right, so before we go to our break, I want to help you to stop procrastinating. Stop wasting time like Rebecca.
Okay.
My first tip is to find your favorite time to work.
OK， 找出你最想要、你最喜欢工作的那个时间点。
Some people are morning people. My mom is a morning person. She is always awake at 6 a.m. I like to work at night. Is it terrible, right?
Wow. Yeah.
I like to work at night.
Okay.
My favorite hours to work are from like 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. That is my favorite.
To 3?
Time. Yeah, I'm serious.
So you stay up every day?
No. If I have a lot of work, if I'm very busy, I will stay up very late to work because I don't want to get up early and do it. My brain works better at night.
好，所以对于 Chris 老师来讲，他觉得越晚工作对他来说是比较好的，他那个时候脑袋运作会比较好一点。
That's right. Like 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. is better to me than 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. It just is.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So find your favorite work time. We're going to share more tips later, but for now, we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, oh, please.
Oh, no. We can take a break now.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're on pages 22 and 23. It is December 11th, and we're learning about study time versus playtime. Remember, we talked about procrastinating. It means to waste time. Do it tomorrow. And Rebecca procrastinated, and she had a ton of homework to finish last weekend. So what does Rebecca say to Sam? She says, I know, it was so difficult to finish all of it in 2 days. Chinese and English assignments, a bunch of exercises in the math workbook, and then chemistry and physics worksheets.
Yeah, right. 好，所以呢，我们刚才提到了，确实它有 a bunch of 有一堆的这些课程要完成，哈，这些工作要完成，所以他就说我知道啊，可是你要知道呢 ，it was so difficult to do something， 就是说这件事情实在是太怎么样而怎么样，所以这件事情实在是太困难了，要去把 把所有的事情完成，这也是一个非常常用的一个句型，就 it is 加上形容词，然后 to do something， 然后这时候我们可以用到这个句型。
All right, let's look at line number 9. Sam says, no, that's not what I mean. All of the homework you just mentioned was assigned throughout the week. You should have completed each one on the day it was assigned instead of doing it all on the weekend. Wow, this is a long sentence with a lot of tricky grammar. Bernice, take as much as you want and I'll fill in the blanks.
OK， 好，所以接着呢 ，Sam 就说：“哦，不，你刚才讲的那个东西，并不是我指的意思哈，因为刚才 Sam 一直觉得这样子的功课没有很多啊，为什么你要一直说很多呢？而且甚至你还要举例告诉我说你有这么多的功课要完成。”他说：“哦。”我刚才讲的不是这个意思哦，我的意思是说，我们所有的这一些工作呢，这些功课呢，你刚刚所提到的 you just mentioned 的，所以加了 ed， 是你刚才说的那些什么 exercises， 什么 Chinese English 那些 blah blah 一堆的东西呢，通通都是 was， 所以你的主词是从 all 一直到 mentioned 的，这是你的主词，然后用 was， 因为是之前所给的作业。通通都是被 assigned， 老师把这个功课交给我们的时候，指派给我们的时候呢，是 throughout the week， 是一个礼拜的量，所以你不能只说你只用了 weekend 去做，那当然是你会觉得时间不够，给你7天工作的量，你要缩短成2天，那谁做得完呢？对不对？所以他接着说的 ，You should have completed。Should have 这边讲的是跟过去事实相反的一个叙述，就是指你原本就应该这么做，可是 but you didn't， 你却没有这么做，所以他就说你原本就应该完成每一样的功课，而且是在那一天，礼拜一完成礼拜一的功课，礼拜二完成礼拜二的。好，是这个时间点呢是 it was assigned， 就是老师所指配的那个时间点。Instead of 而不是 rather than R-A-T-H-E-R 而不是呢 do 如果你用 rather than 用 do instead of 用 doing 而不是你一直把它留到周末才去做，你应该每一天就要分配时间去做了。
Sam is a beast.
好，他觉得他是个野兽这样子。
Okay, there's so much we could talk about this sentence, but let's not try to kill you. Let's look at the word mentioned, just like Bernice said. Listen to the pronunciation. She translated it just fine. Mentioned. 这个 ti 有那个 ch 发音. Write down a ch here. When we mention something, we talk about something. Look at the perfect modal here. Should have. Now, just like Bernice told you guys, right? This is the opposite of what really happened. So you should have completed it. Did she complete it? No. 他没有做，那个是否定的，没有做。So you need the affirmative perfect modal. So maybe 他可以说，你不应该浪费时间。You should not have wasted all this time, right? So we want to do kind of like the opposite when we're talking perfect modals. You wasted time. You should not have done that. Always the opposite of the result you want. 小心 instead of 是2个单词。So 不是前面的名词，是你不要做第2个名词，因为是2个单词。All right, 下一个 number 10. And Rebecca says, but I was busy on weekdays after school.
好，所以呢，他接着又讲了，可是你要知道嘛，那人家呢就是平常很忙嘛，尤其放学以后我就很忙嘛，然后学一下 Chris 老师，所以呢，他就很多借口就对了。
Make it fun of Rebecca. All right, 圈起来 on. Circle on. Look, weekdays, okay? We're talking about on Monday, on Tuesday, 当天. So you need to say on, not in, okay? And let's look at line number 11. Really? What were you doing?
好，这个 Sam 感觉有点说，啊，是吗？你真的很忙吗？那你告诉我你做什么？你做什么呀？你说啊。对啊，对啊。
Right. What were you doing is the past continuous tense. When we have was, were, V-I-N-G, 就是在这个时间你已经开始做了，你一直做了到那个浪费时间。Let's look at line number 12. Rebecca says, well, on Tuesday, I went to the movies with Scott. On Wednesday, I had dinner with my friends from the guitar club.
好，所以呢 ，Rebecca 刚才说的这些东西都是去 have fun 的，都是去玩的，根本就没有在认真的做功课，对不对？他一天到晚很多的 dates。很多约会呢，好，他就说，是这样子啊，那礼拜二你知道吗？人家要跟 Scott 去看电影啊，Scott 那么帅，对不对？然后礼拜三呢，我又有一堆的这个朋友，对不对？他们都是吉他社的朋友，那我们又要一起出去吃个晚餐啊，所以人家就没时间写功课了。
Poor Rebecca. Everybody's like bullying her. All right. I want you to circle the movies. When we say the movies, this really means the movie theater, okay? If you said to me, oh, I went to the movie with Scott, it's wrong because I don't know what movie you and Scott went to. 你用特定的，你说 the, 我不知道哪一部. So you have to say the movies. And 这个意思是 we went to the movie theater to watch a movie.
对，所以在名词前面，同学讲英文也好，写英文也好，不要乱加那个 the， 因为这个 the 加上去，变成说你知道，我也要知道。
That's right. And I had dinner just means I ate dinner with my friends. It's the same thing. You can write ATE if you want from the Guitar Club. All right, line 13. Sam says, Rebecca, you should finish your homework during the week so you can hang out with your friends on the weekend. And we have this you should finish. Remember, it's the opposite, right? So she didn't finish, so you have to be affirmative.
好，所以接着呢 ，Sam 就说：“Rebecca， 你刚跟我讲这些东西，你都在约会，你根本没有做功课啊！你应该要去把你的功课就在平时的时候 ，during the week， 就是在 Monday 到这个Friday 的时候，你就要把它给做完啊！这样子的话呢，你才可以怎么样 hang out with， 其实就是 go out with， 就是你跟朋友呢可以出去玩啊，可以去消磨这个时间，你们才可以在 weekend 的时候，你可以好好的去玩嘛。所以你应该要利用礼拜一到礼拜五把你的功课写完。”
And Bernice says something really important in Chinese here. We hang out with friends. We don't go play with friends. Please do not say go play with your friends in English, especially if you're older than like 13. It's 超级幼稚的. Like your friends will... what's that book, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I gotta remember this. Do you know this story? Okay, they talk about this in this famous book, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. His friend Raleigh's like, do you want to go play? And they're in junior high school. He's in Guozhong. He's like, oh, Raleigh, please stop saying that. Because we sound like we're babies and everyone's going to like laugh at us. It feels 超级幼稚 in English. So please don't say, do you want to go play? That's only for little boys and girls.
Okay, all right.
All right, go hang out with your friends.
Okay.
All right. And don't forget, should is a modal verb. 我们没有办法说 should to finish. Last line, Rebecca says, all right, I'll try doing that this week.
Try 后面加上 ing 的意思就是好啦，我试看看啦，好不好？因为你也知道 Rebecca 这个人那么多事情要做，所以他说好吧，那我就是在这个礼拜的时候，我试看看这么做。那个 that 就是指刚才那个 Sam 跟他讲的说，你应该是要利用你的 week during the week 去 finish your homework 这件事情。
Let's take an extended 24-hour break. And when we come back, we will find out how Sam and Rebecca turn out. For Enjoy English School, I'm Chris Gorski.
Hi, I'm Bernice.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.